Hello everyone, this is Web Knight and this one will be a quickie. This is a mod that uh, I've made actually relatively quickly in like a couple of days. And mostly I was just playtesting it, seeing how it works. I found a bunch of unused voice lines in the radio protocols for vanilla voice types, meaning that there is a lot of voice lines for each voice type in Arma that vanilla game doesn't utilize or utilize is not as frequent as you would expect it to be. So this mod kind of restores everything, and there is also a bunch of other things that I've made that I'm gonna go through. This mod will allow AI to detect enemy grenades and actually vocally say shit about them, same as, for example, whenever you will get in cover, whenever you get suppressed, right, your character will actively scream, well, sometimes, call out the enemies, whenever you will be doing firing, they will say that, suppressing fire and shit like that. Whenever you throw nades or smokes, they will say that more frequently. Whenever you will run out of medkits, your character will say stuff about it and other things. And let's go about those other things. If you're gonna open the add-on settings, you will find that you can set the voices for blue 4, up 4, and in 4. Why? First and foremost, this allows you to select any voice type for an entire side, right? And why I did it is because we've been playing Anti-Stasi and Vindicta with this mod, with this little script, I should say. And there is some mods that, like, create a faction, but they forgot to, they inherit from, like, a vanilla NATO rifleman. They add a bunch of gear on top of that guy and make him to be, like, a CSAT dude, right? But he speaks English in vanilla game. And not in vanilla game, sorry, in that mod, right? And it's like, it throws me off guard because, like, there is a voice tab for that dude, just use it. But, and again, I cannot blame people for that. It's just like, it's just how it is, right? So this setting will allow you to set, like, a voice tab. For example, another thing, right? Another good example is whenever we've been playing with Ironfront recently, we had a spearhead loaded, but I wasn't able to utilize German spearhead voice lines, and I would have liked, right? Because we were fighting against Ironfront Germans. So there you have it, right? You can set that your vanilla NATO rifleman will speak Farsi or Chinese, Russian, French, Polish, German. Well, you would have to use either global mobilization or spearhead, and for Czech and Takistani, you would need to have cup enabled. But yeah, another thing, you can enable that for players. Obviously self-explanatory, and enable randomized names. That's another thing that Arma has, and is utilizing it in campaigns, and I've seen it in a couple of fam missions, but I would like to have it just in, like, I don't know, Warlords game mode, for example, right? Or just a random mission. This makes it so every single AI is being given a surname, like an active surname, that the squad leader will call. For example, instead of saying, like, to attack that rifleman, he will say, like, Larkin, attack that rifleman, right? It doesn't work for all the voice types because there is not enough, like, surnames that can be utilized, but it works for all of the vanilla voice types, which is like American English, British English, just English. Anyway, Farsi, which is the language that CSFL is spoken, Chinese, French, and Polish and Russian. So yeah, there you have it. Let's load in. Let's, for example, I want us to be NATO guys that speak Farsi, just to show you. As you can see, their names immediately switch to Masoud, Yusuf, and Kushan, right? And whenever I will tell them to, like, for example, go somewhere here.
مسعود برو بالا
شنیدم
یوسف برو به راست
دارم میام
کوشان برو به چپ
منتظرم
And let's set up for it to be English, right? So whenever I will spawn my CSAF fellas,
منتظرم
they obviously say Muntazarama at the beginning, like they utilize the voice line. Again, this is being applied after units in it, right? But if I'm gonna click,
100 meters. Front.
as you can see, they're speaking with the British accent. And let me show you how it sounds in the fight. Again, this mod will tries to breathe more life into the firefights by making AI and the player utilizing more voice lines, right? So
آتشبار سنگین خطر سرباز ضد هواپیما 100 متر جلو الان منفجر میشه
oh. Let's go back and I want to show the grenade thing as well. So whenever you throw a nade, they actually detect it and call it out. Let me spawn, for example, this guy right here, right? And
Levine, move right.
Standing by.
Frag out! Grenade!
yeah, you hear it. Again, they don't do anything because there is. This is a mod about just the voice lines, but I have one in the works that makes so AI plays different animation depending on that. So the script is very useful for that. And again, it works with like anybody, right? As long as they have a specific radio product.
Fire in the hole! Levine, move up. Stranger, move up.
Copy that. Выполняю.
Yeah. So.
Standing by.
So yeah, again, I do not know what to say anymore. This is a mod that you need to go and check it out yourself if you're interested in that kind of stuff. I didn't want it to utilize anything from other games, right? Because I know for a fact there is mods for Arma that adds voice lines from different games, but I wanted to keep it like I wanted to have the OG voice lines in there, right? And just bring more life into them. Because, again, there is some good voice acting in there. It just needs, like, you need to dig it. You need to dig it, right? Like, you need to go in and find all of those voice lines. So, I suggest you to try it out. And let me know if it's good or bad. I don't know. Again, it's people preferences. Will be another one. There will be another mod that will be uploaded soonish. I hope tomorrow or day after tomorrow. That will kinda utilize this system, but again, you'll see it later on. And there will be a lot of more small and big releases this month. So stay tuned. Love you all. Catch you later.